Hello, it's Seraphim 190. Welcome back to the channel. I'll be doing the second part of a 3-part series on making my own homemade arcade cabinet. Here's a LCD or a TV screen that I'm using. It's actually a PC screen, HD. So we're gonna stick this on the arcade machine, whack it in, whack-a-do. It's that simple, but we've got to make a frame for it as well. So here it is sitting there. It could easily fall back, so we've got to make some wood stoppers behind it to stop it from sliding back. So we'll make that as well. We're also going to paint the arcade machine, and we're going to sand it back and make the borders for this. You can see here that plastic thing's backwards. I actually had to break the plastic in order for it to face backwards so it could be up on an angle. I just chiseled away the plastic and bolted it in basically. Okay, so here is this thing here is going to drill a hole in the middle of a square bit of wood in order for me to cut with a jigsaw to make the border for the screen. Then we're going to paint the whole arcade machine black as well. So we're going to use a sander. This is a sander I got for the sanding, and it's pretty much all the tools I need. Oh yeah, here's the perplex. And here's the border material. So this will be the border for the screen. Both of those will actually act as a border and a protection screen. It looks really cool when it's done. So here I'm just cutting it up. Okay. So now I've got to put holes in it. The reason why is because I want to be able to cut a perfect square without breaking the border. So this should make a little hole. This is also handy for making button holes later on, because it goes up to 33mm, which is the standard for most arcade machine buttons, and 24 as well. So it does both sizes. So these little holes are great because I made 4 of them, as you can see on each corner. And then I just get out my jigsaw and just do a big square pattern, follow the line, and I drew that line based. I drew the line based on the TV screen measurements. Okay, it looks like we've done that part, so let's do the next part. So I'm just going to cut another part out, and that's the middle part right there. So let's just even it out here. Looks pretty good. Okay, so that's the finished border. I'm also going to sand that as well, so it's nice and smooth around the edges. Okay, so it fits perfect, guys. I didn't even measure the width. I literally bought it that way, and it just happened to fit perfectly, so I didn't have to actually cut the width. Only the length I cut. Okay, so it fits very nicely. The LED lights look super cool. I think they make the arcade machine look great. Here's the perplex. I'm just going to whack that in over the top, and that's how you make your border. So that's the arcade border. Nowhere near finished yet, guys. We've got to paint the whole thing black. So let's pull it apart. I'm going to take the screen off and pull off the border as well. Then I'm going to put some wheels on the bottom of it so I can wheel it back out, because this thing's so heavy. So I need one of these to bolt in these wheels. So I have a screwdriver mechanic thingamabob. And I'm just going to screw these wheels on the bottom of the machine. So I've taken everything out, as you can see. The border and everything else. I've put it on the side, the machine. Now we're just going to whack on these wheels. This will make it much easier to drag outside, so when I spray paint, we're not going to all die from breathing it in. Let's do it. Alright, so we're outside, guys, and I've just wheeled it out perfectly. The wheels work really well. Really well. And I've just put these bolts in. I figured it'd look really cool. I put 3 of them in a 3 line like that, in 190 degrees. Anyway, there's no real measurements, but hey, it looks amazing. I did it on both sides. They don't actually function as anything. I mean, you could throw this thing off the back of a truck and it won't break, so it doesn't need any more structural integrity. But those, I just figured they'd look good. So here I am sanding, and I'm just going to sand the edges and make it nice and round and oval. So where there's sharp edges, I'm just going to make them rounded on the bottoms here. Getting the tight edges nice and smooth. I changed the sandpaper from a high grit to a low grit. a smooth grit. I'm also going to need some wood filler as well to fill up some gaps and imperfections. So what do you say we do that after this? Yeah, I think those bolts look pretty cool. Okay, so yeah, we're definitely going to need some wood filler. But that's looking pretty smooth. It's feeling pretty good. Nice and smooth to the touch. Very cool. This is a very cool thing to do. I'm having so much fun doing this. It's amazing times. Alright, so here we go. It looks pretty damn good so far. A few more, now here's the wood filler I've just put in, and now I'm sanding that back. Took 20 minutes for it to dry. 2 minutes to stir it up, and not too long to sand it back. Okay, it's all nice and smooth. Now we're just going to dust it off, get rid of all the dust particles, so we can paint it and then make it nice and black. Okay, I reckon we're ready to go. Alright, so we're just going to spray it, I guess. So I started, and I'm just doing an undercoat, but I'm also going to protect the LED lights with plastic, or sticky tape, that is. Just shove it in there like that and just protect the cord and the end bit there, where the power goes in, and make sure it doesn't get black or wrecked. So I only had one can of paint. I don't know what I did wrong, but I should have got 2 more. I'll be doing it tomorrow on the 3rd video of the finished product. But or maybe next week. I have to wait for some things to come in from the internet, the pictures and the buttons. I'm waiting for the buttons. Oh, the buttons! So what I'll do is I'm just going to do an undercoat today, let it dry. And I'll get some more spray cans off camera tomorrow and finish the paint. So this was I only just got enough for the undercoat in this video, unfortunately. So by the time I make the 3rd video, it should be completely finished pretty much. So in the next video, we will be putting the games into the PC, putting the PC into connecting it to the monitor, finish the spray paint, and whack the buttons in, and Bob's your uncle. And that's it. So that's the way the LEDs looked. That's the screen here. I'm just showing the back here. I had to twist it backwards and chisel stuff out and put a bolt in. It was crazy, but I finally got it pointing the direction I wanted to. So I just made some measurements, it seems. I don't know what I'm doing here at this point. Quite tired and weary at this. I'm quite weary. Oh, that's right. So yeah, I've got the border here. Sprayed it black, looking pretty good. I almost finished that. Ran out of spray paint at this point here, so I nearly did the full coat, a full underlay coat. Oh yeah, I'm measuring the perplex that I need to cut out for the marquee up the top. So let's do that now. Here's the perplex. I'm just going to cut the measurements that I just made straight across that line, real quick like, and whack that in. Okay, so there we go. If you're enjoying this video so far, or the progress of my adventures, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for the next video and the finished product. And I'll also, yeah, if you have any questions or any help you might need to do something like this, just hit me up, I'll help you guys out. And there's the perplex, fits nice and snazzy in there. Cool, I'm done for the day. Thanks heaps for watching, guys. Wait, we're not finished. There's a lot more video left. No, there's not. It's pretty much the end of the video. So yeah, I also do VR games, PlayStation, and reviews and gameplay, so stick around. Done! Nearly done. Looking pretty good. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.